Yo,
With the trolls.
what's good?
Yeah, let's talk heat induction.
What?
Let's talk heat induction.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it, buddy. Y'all can't make it through the magnetosphere. You know it.
Why?
So you know the coil they use during the little test, when they're performing their little heat induction behind Earth's magnetosphere. You know what I'm talking about? That coil
No.
is replicating the magnetosphere, which literally they say, this is what they say, not me. They say it
hmm
melts steel, copper, brass, gold, silver, aluminum, carbide,
hmm
just about every material there is, basically, etc.
Yeah.
So I want to know, how did any of these materials y'all proclaim, making it through the magnetosphere, made it through when they literally say they melt away?
hmm
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, why does your hand not hurt when you put it inside of an oven that's 500 degrees?
Because the door
But
is
when
open. I was going to
hold on,
respond to you.
but
You asked me a
hand in
question. I
boiling
was trying
water,
to respond.
I wasn't done with the question. When you put your hand in boiling water, it'll instantly hurt your hand, like the second you put it in. Why? What is the difference there? The oven's much hotter.
The oven door is open, so the heat is transferring out. How about we put your hand in the oven and close the door, like what's going on within the magnetosphere?
Yeah. No. So again, we're just talking about the amount of
Nuh-uh.
heat that's there, right?
What do you
Your
mean,
hand in
nuh-uh?
the boiling water, and
Sir,
is
the oven
around.
door is open. The heat is transferring out. What happens when you put it inside of the oven and you close the door? Where does the heat transfer to? You froze up there, buddy.
Hey, TikTok
What
sucks,
happened
man.
there, buddy?
Yeah, the app crashed.
Okay. But like I was saying though, imagine you feel me, you put your hand in the oven and you close the door. Where does the heat transfer to? Because that's what's
It'll still
going
be your
on.
hand, but it's still going to take
Right.
time for your hand to heat up to that temperature. Versus when you put your hand directly in boiling water, it almost instantly starts transferring to your hand, right?
Well, this is what your science say. The rapidly alternating magnetic field penetrates the object, which is Earth electromagnetic field, sir.
Yeah,
They're
the
basically
magnetic
implying in
field
this
penetrates
test.
the earth.
No, it said
Mm-hmm.
this is what your science say. It penetrates the object. The object would be the
Mm-hmm.
spaceship, which is made of these materials that cannot make it through this here immense heat, section of the
But
upper
again, so
atmosphere.
it has to do with the amount of stuff there that can actually heat it up.
Once again, sir, we're not
So if you
talking
have
about,
four
we're
or
not,
five particles in an area and those are incredibly hot, you still have to be
they're
able to
going to
interact
burn
with
up.
them. And no, because once you interact with that, it's going to almost instantly disperse all of that energy it has. Like, have you ever like
Sir, I'm
been
reading off
grinding a
what your
piece of metal?
science say. You can say what you want. You can
Yeah,
say
I'm
what you
I'm
want.
I'm I'm
This
doing
is
what my
what your
science
science
says
say.
too. Sure. So
Okay,
have you ever
I'll just
like
read
been
it off.
grinding a piece of
And
metal?
and look, induction heating is a process of heating
Gosh, I know what heating is.
electrically conductive materials, namely materials or
Mm-hmm.
semiconductors, by
Sure.
electromagnetic induction,
Sure.
which is literally what Earth's electromagnetic field, sir. So, sir, these materials that they are testing are copper, brass, steel, graphite, gold, silver, aluminum,
Sure. So
carbide,
again,
etc.
it's the same question I just asked you though. It
So
doesn't
if you
change my
put these
question. Have you ever
materials
ground up a
in
piece
a,
of metal and like
let me
seen the
ask you a
sparks
question now,
coming off
buddy.
of
Let me
it?
ask you a question. So if you put these
You have
materials in
been.
a oven and close the door, sir,
Oh my
what
God.
happens?
It takes time for them to heat up. They do not instantly reach that temperature. So
Okay,
that
that's
goes
fine.
into that goes into the exact question I just asked
That's
you.
fine,
Have you
sir.
ever like ground a
Sir,
piece
the
of metal and you have
magnetosphere
sparks
is
flying off of it?
40,000 miles.
All right. So I'm gonna mute you and I'm gonna finish my question now. Then I'll unmute you. Oh, you already unmuted yourself. I'm glad. Okay, so again, have you ever been like ground a piece of metal before and you know the sparks that are flying off of it?
The magnetosphere is 40,000 miles.
That's fine. So have you ever done that though?
That covers your little statement you're trying to make. So how can it cover that distance
That's
and that immense
literally,
heat?
hold on. My question is still the same. Have you ever done that?
Sir, so how can the spaceship cover that distance and
All
that
right.
immense heat?
So have a good day. I'm going to answer the question, asking me a different question.
I was responding to your question, literally.
An answer to a question is not another question.
I was responding to your question. You wasn't accepting the answer I was giving you. That's the problem.
You
But
said
go ahead,
Earth's
man.
magnetosphere extends 40,000 miles. How did they get through it as an answer to my question? You did not
You was
attempt
trying
to
to
answer
talk
my
about
question.
particles that have room to move away from the heat, but they can't because it's an enclosed system. So what are you getting at? You're going nowhere.
Space is not an enclosed system. What are you talking about?
The magnetosphere. You know these ranges of the atmosphere that they have, literally
I just
labeled and
explained the
logged out.
magnetosphere. Yeah, I
You
just
you mind letting
explained
me
the
you
issue.
mind letting me finish talking about it? You know
No,
these certain,
I don't. Go ahead.
areas of the upper atmosphere that they have labeled and logged, you know what I'm talking about? Ionosphere, thermosphere, all that type of stuff. These are literally certain, enclosed sections of the upper atmosphere. You know what I'm talking about? So when you enter them, it's
No,
like
they're not
entering
enclosed.
a closed oven, literally.
No, it's
It's
not.
not like you're entering an open door oven. So
They're
you're
just
entering a closed
generalized
oven.
areas.
It's different.
So again,
There's no
it's
hard
not
cutoff
that.
lines.
Yeah,
It's fine. I can
there's
just
no
get back to reading
barrier.
your science. It's okay.
Sure. Show me your source, actually. I want to know where you're getting this from
Just
exactly.
look
I'll
up.
read into it with you.
Just look up induction heating. Simple.
Induction heating in general?
Simple.
Okay, let's look this up.
They make induction stoves, so that's very
The whole
general, dude.
process behind induction heating is all
hmm
behind Earth's electromagnetic field. So, yeah.
So,
Uh,
Yeah.
so what
yeah.
exactly, yeah, what exactly is your point here? So you have an actual coil that heats up.
Right. Which is replicating Earth's magnetic field, the magnetosphere.
It's
And that coil,
any magnetic field is going to replicate Earth's magnetic
once
field.
again,
They're magnets.
anyway, that coil literally destroys any material.
Literally.
So the point is, how did the spaceship make it through this here certain region of the atmosphere,
I just explained it.
which is being replicated by this coil?
I just told you.
Yeah.
I
You
already
did
gave
not.
you your answer. Yes, I
You,
did.
there's no room, sir.
Okay, what is
Everything
the
about it.
pressure in that area? Okay, how much stuff, let's just say we take
Let's
a cubic
get
meter of
logical. Let's
space.
get
Yeah,
logical.
we are. We're talking about a cubic meter of space in that area, okay?
But what
How
happens
much
when you put
stuff
your
is
hand in
there?
the oven and you close the door?
How much stuff is there
What happens when you
in the
put your hand in the
magnetosphere? Just
oven and you
answer the
close the
question.
door?
I'm not answering your question until you answer mine. In a cubic meter of any part of the
So you
magnetosphere,
can't
just
be
pick wherever
logical.
you want.
I'm going back
That
to the
is
little
very
thing you
logical.
tried to throw
How
out there.
much stuff is there?
You can't answer. What happens if you put your hand in the
That
oven and close the door? Where does the heat
it's
go?
it takes time to heat up your hand. That's the
You have
answer. So now
40,000
answer my
miles to cross. What's going
sure.
to
So
happen?
now answer my question.
Do
He
you think
won't.
it's
He never
possible
does.
logically to
How
cross
much
40,000 miles of
are you gonna? Hey,
62,000
hey,
degrees
hey!
though?
If you're not gonna answer any questions, I'll just boot you again, dude. I'm
So you
not
have
gonna
no
sit here and
logical,
just have
rational
this
train of
nonsense
thought?
conversation with you.
You
I'm
have
trying to
no
have a
rational train of
logical
thought?
conversation with you right now.
You're not logical at all?
So how much stuff is there to heat up in a cubic meter of wherever you want to put it in the magnetosphere?
Spaceship will
Pick
burn
wherever.
up inside of an oven if you close the door if it's at 62,000 degrees.
Oh my gosh,
Can
are
you
you not gonna
explain
answer
that
the
logically?
question?
Have
I
you ever
already.
answer if
All
you
right, hold
answer
on, hold
questions?
on. Here we go.
Yeah, I got no answers.
Hold on. I want to ask you, can you tell me what is the shape of Italy?
Doesn't matter. Don't prove the shape of the earth. Can you
No, no,
please
no,
let the
no, no.
people know
I'm gonna
how
tell you
a
the shape. No, no,
spaceship
no.
can survive
I'm
inside of a
telling you the
closed
shape of
oven?
Italy. The shape of Italy.